Now, the team of Chief Economic Advisor Anantha Nageswaran has published a report titled Collection of Essays, in which the CEA's team questions the methodology of rating agencies, which they say assign low ratings to developing countries on opaque and qualitative matrices. Now, the report adds that correct rating will lead to upgrades and also lower the funding costs. Latha Venkatesh summarizes their arguments and give us the perspective. Latha.
Well, it's a very interesting collection of essays where one of the themes they discuss is this sovereign rating methodology of rating agencies. They have other things like a narrative of inequality in India. All those debates also they question. But this is a very interesting argument they bring up. They say that they've gone through rating agencies' metrics, metrics for all the three rating agencies, S&P, Fitch and Moody's. And they say there are two major categories on which all countries, including developing countries, are rated: ability to pay and willingness to pay. Now, ability to pay is very clear. You know, what is your fiscal deficit, how much external debt, public debt, etc. But willingness to pay is a qualitative parameter, isn't it? There is some quantitative metric over there in terms of how many times you have defaulted. So, you know, your willingness is measured. But a large part is actually a qualitative comment. And one of the things that all the rating agencies depend on is something called the Worldwide Governance Index, which is put out by the World Bank. Now, how does the World Bank arrive at this Worldwide Governance Index is not very clear. They actually seem to interview a group of experts. So it's all a perception of whether this country intends to pay up its interest or not. And that is very difficult to, it's not transparent. It's extremely opaque. So this group is demanding that a lot rides on the credit rating agency, the price that we pay for the money we loan, and with that we have to do climate change modifications in the economy. A lot rides on it, and you're not even telling us how you are rating. But when you rate us, you expect us to give us, all possible data. So they are asking for a reform in the methodology and to make it more transparent so that developing countries have a fair chance, lower funding costs. They also point out that in the series of downgrades, developing countries get like some 95% of downgrades and developed countries get hardly any downgrades. So they see an injustice there.
All right, Latha, thanks a lot for taking us through all of the details of this report. But